That's very cool. Wow. I'm definitely in the right place by the looks of it. Good sunny afternoon, everyone. Another football stadium tour. Somewhere I've never been, but wanted to go for a long time, which isn't a million miles away from Leeds. Very much hoping that I can find the place. There we go. Bloody great huge football stadium. That's right, we're going to Bolton. Now you see this gets points from me straight away. So those of you who've been following me for a good couple of years now know I'm a bit of a geek and I like my football stadiums. And I've had one or two misadventures, like getting caught on a council estate in Birmingham when I tried to access St Andrews. Walking up a very interesting street in Manchester on the way to the City of Manchester Stadium. I'll leave that at that. And a rather interesting looking council estate in Huddersfield as well when I tried to go to St John's Stadium. But there's Forest Parkway. That'll be the stadium. This gets a 10 out of 10 straight away. It's literally right next to the bloody stadium. It's awesome, brilliant. And we've got the University of Bolton Arena right next to it. Yeah, for access and convenience, this definitely gets the award so far. Very, very cool. Right then, let's go and have a look round. So here we go then, folks. Bit of a better view. So this is the Bolton Arena, University of Bolton. That is a giant building. That would be the fan zone. So I'm going to need to try and work out how I get over it. There's a road. No crossing. That's convenient. And this would be the outside of the stadium. I have to say I've not even got there yet. Across the road. I'm very impressed already. I hope this doesn't offend any Bolton fans out there, but it kind of reminds me a bit of Pride Park back home in Derby. Just the way it's set up, you've got a retail park round the corner. Derby's got like a like an arena, literally just around the corner as well. So it's like a kind of like a complex sort of thing. And Derby's got its own fan park as well. Yeah, very, very cool. Let's go in for a closer look. By the way, I'm aware of the joke. I am not going to even dignify it with a response. So, we've got a KFC, we've got a McDonald's, and just in the distance over there, we'll have a Smith's Toy Store, and the Nando's, and a Costa's. Right, I'm going to ask the missus. We're moving to Bolton. This is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring you guys up here. Sorry about the car noise in the background. It is kind of next to a very large motorway. Just thought I'd bring you here to have a look at the fan park. I've not seen, clarity's purposes, I've never seen a match at Bolton, so I can't explain anything about the ground or team or this, that and the other. I'm sure all the Bolton fans know. That is very cool actually, very impressed with that. So it does remind me a lot of Derby actually, so I'll just take you along a little further. Yeah, so you get away from the fan zone, and I've just noticed outside there's like a homage to all the old Bolton players. Including one of my favourites. That, ladies and gentlemen, is JJ Okocha. One of the best players in Premier League history, in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic. It was around the time of when Big Sam was the Bolton manager, and he started bringing in like Djorkaeff, Okocha, even Campo. I can't remember. I think Fernando Hierro ended up at Bolton as well. It was really, really random because at the time Bolton, don't get me wrong, they've always had good players and very good footballers, but they didn't have players of that sort of calibre. How on earth Sam was getting them in, I do not know. Here we go. What a footballer he was. Absolutely outstanding footballer. But yeah, it was around, I want to say around 2000 to 2003 when Bolton started getting all these really good footballers in. And Big Sam gave my football club a bit of a pasting on several occasions. In fact, come to think of it, we've had a bit of a blind spot when it comes to Bolton over the years. I remember when it was Sander Westerveld's last ever game for Liverpool, and it was, oh god, I forgot the bloke who scored. Really big, tall striker. Same colour as me. I'm sorry, I've completely forgot his name. But he scored, I think it was in the last minute or something along those lines. And Sander Westerveld let it go through, I think he let it go through his legs or something, and Bolton beat us 2-1. And obviously there was the FA Cup replays, which I don't ever want to discuss ever again. So yeah, we always had a bit of a problem with Bolton for some reason. Here we go. What a beautiful statue that is. I'm not going to walk in it because I don't want to cause disrespect. So for the young viewers, anyone watching this, this is Nat Lofthouse, one of the most famous footballers in this country's history. Obviously I am an old man, but I'm not that old, so I never saw Nat play, unfortunately. I believe my dad saw him play, and he was very, very impressed with him when I saw him play in Africa. He didn't play in Africa, my dad saw it in Africa. My dad was African anyway. Yeah, he always spoke very highly of him anyway. So yeah, there you go. Let's move on. Right, I'm going to try and walk around the stadium now. I'll have to be careful where I'm going because sometimes people are a little bit funny with the recording. By way of an example, I had a very there we go. I had a very, very odd altercation at West Yorkshire Cricket Ground in Headingley, where I actually live in Leeds. So I was actually recording a video for Horror Fest, which is a Leeds horror festival in Leeds, in Headingley, obviously. And I was walking along and I thought, I'll just get a thing at the cricket ground, because the cricket ground's around the corner from where the festival was. And all of a sudden I got accosted by this fella who was asking me how I was recording for, and I was like, well, I was just taking a quick couple of videos. And yeah, he said I couldn't because there'd been reports of terrorist offences. So I was, it's like, wow. Yeah, truly not offended by that characterisation whatsoever, but yeah. Anyway, this is a video about Bolton, so never mind that. This is giant football. Not sure why we've got a giant football, but nevertheless we have a giant football. Wow. This is a very, very impressive stadium, I have to say. And I've only just got to the first part of it. So I'm not sure how far or where it is I'm actually even going. But yeah, this does remind me a lot of Pride Park. Even the car park looks very, very similar. I think the Reebok was built at the same time as, roughly the same time, funnily enough, actually, as Pride Park. Could someone let me know in the comments? I'm really sorry to be ignorant and whatever, but I don't have all the answers, and I'm not a encyclopedia on the history of Bolton Wanderers Football Club. But yeah, it'd be good to know. Oh, that is actually inside the stadium. Cool. But no, it's very, very impressive, I have to say. So, my earliest memory of Bolton was being sent to school the next day in floods of tears after we'd been put out of the FA Cup in, I want to say it was January 1993. So you're talking, kids, you're talking this is 30 odd years ago. And it was just at the point where Bolton was starting to get really good. And I want to say it was John McGinley and Owen Coyle that scored the 2 goals at Anfield. And Bolton, don't get me wrong, Bolton were fantastic. They had a really good team at the time. Thoroughly deserved to win. It could have been 5, 6 or 7. It was during the Graham Souness era. Regardless, they were absolutely fantastic that night. The only other memory I have of Bolton is the near heart attack they gave me when I was 15 years old in the League Cup final. Yes, that League Cup final. Yeah, it was 2-0 to Liverpool. There were 2 goals from Steve McManaman, and then I want to say there was this thunderbolt from what was his name? Is it Thompson? I forget his first name, but I think it was a lad called Thompson. He's a really good player, ended up at Celtic. And it was also when we had Jason McAteer. It was just before he turned up at Anfield, about a year before that. And from what I remember, Bolton were really good at the time. We were very, very lucky to win that match. So yeah, now that I think about it, I have some horrendous memories of Bolton, actually. No, it's all good, it's all good. Just for context, in amongst the rambling, I'm recording this about 2 weeks after, I better just whisper this, Bolton unfortunately lost their playoff final against Oxford, which I was very, very surprised about, because I've seen Bolton playing a few times in League One on the Championship on ITV. The Championship, sorry, the ITV show, you know what I mean. And yeah, they've all seemed very, very impressive to me. So I was very surprised that they didn't get through, especially after the win against Barnsley. But there we go. That's inside the ground again. But yeah, I'd imagine, I mean, this is literally 2 weeks after the playoffs final. I would imagine Bolton are going to be amongst the favourites to get straight back up. But obviously you have got the teams coming down for the Championship. So you've got Birmingham coming down, you've got Huddersfield coming down, and you've got Wrexham coming up. So, yeah, I mean, you're talking basically those are your 5 or 6, and that's not even mentioning half the teams in League One. But no, I have faith. I think Bolton will go straight back up this season. Anyway, let's move on. So that's the club shop, just over there. And that is the Premier Suite, which I'm going to assume is the Bolton Hospitality. And then we're ending up in a car park. So I'm not entirely sure where I'm going now. The good news is I'm halfway around and I haven't had a big burly security guard threatened to beat me up yet, so that is definitely an improvement on some of my other things. Here we go, club shop. So you've got Bolton in the community. The one and only Wanderers, Bolton Wanderers FC. I'm not even sure the club shop's open for business actually. Reminds me a bit of the New York Stadium as well, actually, the Rotherham one. A lot bigger, obviously, but it's kind of the same sort of structure. Retail park this way. Yep, I'll be in there in a few minutes. I think I'm just getting into the end now. Yeah, I've just had to restart the video. Probably the locals of Bolton will know this, but there's a section underneath the north stand with a couple of pillars where it seems like it's a young people conference centre. Not of the politest ilk. I'll just leave it at that. Oh cool, there's more legends on the fan zone. I'll take you down there in a second. Loft house, named after Nats, I'm sure. There you go, that's the north stand. Now I have to say it's been short, but I've really enjoyed this one. I would actually like to do a stadium tour, as in a proper stadium tour next time I'm down here. No, I'm very, very impressed. Very beautiful football ground. Seems like a very nice area, Bolton, actually. Like I said, I think this is the first time I've ever been anywhere near Bolton. The only reason I'm actually here is I'm having a sort of day trip out in Manchester, doing some other videos. Did some research, and I looked and Horwich Parkway is around the corner from Bolton Wanderers Stadium. And as you saw at the start of the video, it is literally around the corner from the stadium. It is like the most super convenient football ground I've ever been to. Other than Leeds, but I live like 1 minute away from the ground, so that's why it's convenient, but still, never mind. John McGinley, he of Breaking My Heart fame 30 years ago. I think it was John McGinley. Anyway, this is a better view of the fan park. I bet this gets rammed on match days, I would imagine. I know who you are, and I'm going to look so stupid. And I know who this guy is, and I'm going to look so stupid. I'm really, really sorry. Please feel free to take the mick out of me in the comments. I know exactly who those two are, and for the life of me, I can't remember their names. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is what happens when you get to 44 years old, folks. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm going to head off. I'm just going to take you up the back to where we started, and then because I'm a massive toy collector, again, have a look at my channel, Geek Boy Meta, if you want to know more. I'm going to head that way somewhere because there is a Smith toy store, and I'm a big geek, and I'm going to go and buy some toys in Bolton, as you do. So yeah, I'll just take you back up to where we started. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Sorry I couldn't give more context, but literally I've been in Bolton for this is the first 25 minutes I've ever stepped foot in Bolton, so I can't give you any history or anything like that except my Liverpool exploits with heart attacks involving Bolton over the years. All I know, it's a very, very good football club. Historic football club in England. I would like to see them come back. I'm sure they will come back next year. My only other things that I do know about Bolton is that the club has been treated. I don't really want to get sued by anyone watching this. In terms of the treatment that the supporters of Bolton Wanderers have had over the last 25 years and the care offered to the football club, I'll just say some of the previous owners and their policies regarding ownership and business would differ ever so slightly from mine if I was to be afforded the opportunity of running a historic football club. And that's the only thing I'm going to say. Look it up on the internet, kid. I'm sure all the Bolton fans will know to whom I'm making reference to. But yeah, anyway, that's my rant over. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, Geek Boy Meta, at Bolton Wanderers at the Tough Sheet Community Stadium. Thoroughly enjoyed this. We'll definitely be coming back again. I would very much like to come for a game as well. There's a certain team involving a certain team from Wales with a couple of Hollywood owners. That sounds like a pretty good time if I was to choose a game. Or being from the West Midlands, perhaps another team from the West Midlands area with another American owner who's quite good at American football. But yeah, we shall see. Anyway, everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep an eye on my channel. Thanks for all the support. If you do see this, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. That'd be wonderful. There's going to be more football videos coming up during the summer. I'm actually going to go and film one straight after this, hopefully in about a couple of hours. So keep an eye on the channel, and I will see you all soon. Right, from Bolton Wanderers. Bye bye.